Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's your girl, Miss Eileen, and I have a question for you. Are you tired of struggling and fighting with all the algorithms on YouTube and on Facebook and even Instagram and all the other social media platforms? Do you find it a challenge to not only win over an audience, but to also keep them connected with you? Well, I have some good news for you because today you're going to be able to build a community and take control of the relationship between you and your audience. And you're going to be able to do that for free starting today using Aweber. Aweber. Aweber, my favorite email service provider. I know there's other ones out there. You've heard of free plans on some of these other email platforms, but none of them will beat Aweber. I can tell you, I've been a loyal customer for years. They have top notch customer service. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you everything that you're going to get with the free plan. But before I do that, I must say, good day to my buddy Ross Bundy. Glad to see you. And my friend over in Scotland, Fraser Ramsey from Ramsey Unleashed. Thank you so much for joining me. And then also, there is Her Majesty Queen Eileen of Philly. Thank you so very much. And oh, Fraser is already asking one of the key questions. Now, Fraser, your question is the difference between Aweber and Mailchimp. Quite honestly, I've never used MailChimp. I've never ventured off the beaten path that Aweber has laid down for me. But what I'll do is today, I'm going to tell you what's being offered in this free plan from Aweber. And I'm going to recommend for everybody to sign up for a free account. And BFB Bubble Galaxy Dog says, "What about me? Hello, hello, hello. How are you?" And so, first thing I want to do is give you my link, and that is Eileen.link/Aweber. Because if somewhere down the line you decide to upgrade to a pro account after you've built that list, you've communicated with your audience, you've been able to offer them some type of product, or you've been able to have them pay for some type of service that you're offering, or you have been able to monetize them through affiliate marketing, or however you go about. There's so many ways. There's tons and tons of videos about how you can make money online. And it's not just about making money so you can quit your day job, but also you want to be able to cover your expenses. So if you ever do decide to upgrade to the pro plan, which starts off at $20 a month, you can't beat that. It's really, really fantastic to use Aweber. So now I'm going to share with you what you will get with this free. So for that, I'm going to head over to their blog post, which was launched today. And just want to say thank you to new subscribers. We've got health info for subscribing. Thank you so very much. And we've also, I think we've got some other announcements coming in. So, all right. So here we go. There you go. Michael Daniels with the super chat. Thank you so very much, Michael. Your support here on YouTube is always so very much appreciated. So here we go. Our mission is simple to deliver powerfully simple email marketing tools to help small business owners and entrepreneurs like you grow your business. So now I'm going to skip down because I already told you that it's free. And then there's a little video that you can watch. But we want to get to the meat and potatoes. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. What's included with Aweber Free? Aweber Free gives you everything you need to create amazing looking emails and landing pages, automate your email marketing, and integrate with other business systems. Now, one of the integrations that I use is with Zapier, so I know. Oh, as a matter of fact, I just saw a thumbs up go up. So let me remind you of two taps. Two taps before we get into reading these features. And two taps means if you're new, the first tap is to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, just tap it gently on your phone. I don't want you smashing your phone. People say smash that. No, don't smash it. Tap it ever so lightly and gently and lovingly because we love our phones, right? And then tap that notification bell so you'll know whenever I go live. Next, if you've been here before, you're already subscribed, go ahead and one tap to give this video a thumbs up, and the other tap is to go ahead and share it out with your friends because they're gonna love you for this. And let's see if I've got a couple more announcements here. And Fraser says screen share. Okay, I'm going to do that. And BFB Bubbles, Galaxy Dog has liked it. Keep Eileen's Wawa coffee supply going strong. Yes, I need my coffee from Wawa. And if you're in this area, in the Northeast America, because I live in Philadelphia, in this section, and some down in the central part on the East Coast, then you know what Wawa coffee is all about, and it's the bomb, huh? And that was a good reminder for the thumbs up. I've done the two taps before. Subscribe and notifications are on. Yay, Ross, my friend over on in Australia. Yes. I'm not sure why you said no IKEA, but thank you anyway. Okay, and Fraser has shared it. Okay, so good. Here we go. Here's everything you can do with Aweber Free. Free. Grow an email list. Use Aweber sign up forms to grow your list. You can send 3,000 emails per month. Now, that's a lot. That's a lot. To 500 subscribers on Aweber's free plan. So if you have 500 subscribers, that means you can send 6 emails a month. That's more than enough because you'd have to have all 500 subscribed. You know what I mean? You're going to be building this list. So 3,000 emails per month is way more than enough. It's very early in the morning here. Yes, in Australia, I'm sure it is. And 6 a.m. for Roz, you only have 25. Okay. Well, if you can get your subscribers, and this is what I meant at the beginning when I was talking about how, we're dealing with all these algorithms, even, the Google algorithm, and you have to make sure your site is fast. And, as much as I love YouTube, YouTube's got all their algorithms. And sometimes you look at a video and you're like, well, I know my video is better than that video. Well, why is that video getting all the views? And this person has a horrible sounding microphone and they're sitting in a dark room. But hey, it's the algorithm, okay? But what you want to do is build relationships. You want to build connections, and email can help you do that. I hope you guys, by the way, are all signed up to my email. And if you're not, just go over to ILEANESBUDDY.com and you'll see that little free gift that I have there for you as well. And all right, so just hang on one momento. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping here. And Ross says, building that tribe. That's so true. And so I got to move this up to the top here. And okay. So the next thing is create and send beautiful newsletters. Access all of Aweber's amazing content creation tools like the drag and drop email builder. Now, this is time for me to give a shout out. Not only to the folks at Aweber like Brandon Olson and Chris Vasquez and Tom Kolsner, but also to give a shout out to my girl Rosa. Rosa, who is my VA. She is awesome and she's been helping me with my emails, and she does a great job with using that drag and drop builder to set up the emails and something else that I'm going to tell you about that's coming up next. But the drag and drop email builder, the smart designer, I'll tell you guys about that later too. Hundreds of email templates. So they have some for, if you've, let's just say, for example, Roz. Roz has, she does card readings. So there's templates that would be something that she could use based on the way she's doing her readings, or to have people come to her live show. My friend Fraser, he has a cleaning business over in Edinburgh, Scotland. So he could have landing page that he could use one of those emails templates that is directed towards people who need their offices or their homes cleaned out. So it's all kinds of templates there for you to choose from, or you can just build it from scratch on your own. Okay. And then if you do decide to build it on your own, or you modify one of their templates, then you just save your template as a template so you can use it going forward. Just makes it easier, makes it so much easier for you. Okay, so I get distracted. Can you tell I'm excited? Hundreds of templates, library professional images. They've got stock images in there, free ones, and more to send newsletters your audience will love. Plus, you'll be able to automate your email campaign, saving you time and energy. That's right. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. I like the idea of saving the templates. Yes, I've done it. I've done it a few times. And next, really big deal here, build unlimited landing pages. Now, people are using these landing pages in so many incredible ways. I was just listening to Chris Vasquez, who's one of the product leads over there at Aweber, and he was making the announcement along with Tom Kolsner, who was the founder. And he was talking about how people are being so creative with these landing pages because you don't have to use them just to acquire emails. You can also sell things because they have integrations with PayPal and all that. So you can actually use the landing page as sort of like a mini website for, maybe it's just a specific product or a specific like oh, Aweber is way more than just an email system. Yes, it is. OMG. I am so happy to say that. So let me just come back on full screen for a minute because I have to do a couple little things here in the background. Oh, Andrew's here. May have to look into this. How many free accounts can I create in case I get over 500 subscribers? You only can create one free account with your email address, but we'll talk later about how you could get around that if you needed to. But I think if you get to the point where you've got the 500 subscribers, Andrew, I think you will go ahead and upgrade. Because one thing I know about you, Andrew, is that when you like something, you don't mind investing in it. Now, some people just don't have the means, especially in light of what's going on with COVID-19 and all that. If you don't have the means, this is one of the reasons why they decided to go ahead and launch this free. Oops, sorry. Because they wanted to be able um, to offer something for folks that they've got this business, or maybe they really want to start a business right now because they're not working or whatever, but they know they need to have that email list, because everybody will tell you, that old saying, the money is in the list, right? I know you guys have heard that saying before. So it's true. Oh, and thank you, Yusha Sammy, for subscribing. Thank you so very much. Oh my goodness. So now we got to get back over here into our and Ross said that's a great question. And then Andrew has said, so I have about 17 email addresses. Yeah, I have about 5 or 6 that I actually look at. I probably have some that I get these random emails all the time. Says you're about to lose your account if you don't log in, and I'm thinking, I have an account with those people. I didn't even remember that. Corona Rivera, thank you so much for subscribing. Yes, and I so appreciate you. Okay, so now let's get back into what else you get with the free plan. All right. So you can build unlimited landing pages. One of the things that I've done with landing pages with the help of my Rosa, and if anybody needs to have a VA to run their email, just let me know. Just let me know, and I will put you in touch with her. Okay, if I know who you are, not randoms. Okay. But just let me know. All right. So one of the things you can do with the landing pages is you can build your thank you page with the landing page so that it's all customized. So for example, I have a YouTube checklist that is one of my lead magnets, is what they call them. But it's a freebie that I give away in exchange for an email list. Okay. And also it lets me know that folks that get my YouTube checklist are interested in learning about YouTube, so that I know that I can customize those emails that go out to those folks and talk about YouTube and video and live streaming. Of course, I always talk about live streaming. And then once they sign up and they've made that confirmation that, yes, I really meant to sign up for this list, they will get a thank you message. And this will also have the link for them to download the checklist. And the branding is all the same because I used Aweber's email. I'm sorry, I used their sign up forms, and I've also used their landing page. So if you're on my website, you'll see the sign up form, but you may also be directed to the landing page. And then that thank you page has that same branding, same imagery, and all of that. So I absolutely love that. It's one of the reasons why I am so, so glad that I decided to invest in having that virtual assistant, having Rosa helped me with emails, because I always had a ton of excuses for not writing emails and keeping in touch with you guys through email. You're always seeing me on live stream, but I'm also building my list. And so if you want to see, like I said, you want to see what the opt-in looks like, just go over to ILEANESBUDDY.com. And as long as you haven't been there in the last couple days, then you'll see that. And alternatively, you can go over to basicblogtips.com. In fact, I'm going to put HTTP. Just in case you don't see that pop up. That's because you visited the page recently, because I don't want you to see it pop up every time you go to my site. So I have 2 sites, if you didn't know. All right. So we're not even finished the list yet. Okay, so now you can connect the tools you use every day. There's so many integrations. One of the integrations that I use, guys, some of you may know that I also have an online school, and that's over at learn.ileanesmith.com. So when somebody signs up for my school, and I do have free things over there at the school, and when someone signs up for the school, there's a tool called Zapier, because my online school is run by Teachable. And there's a tool called Zapier, and I do have a video about Zapier here on YouTube. it will automatically send them over to my Aweber and add them to my list because they've already opted in. They've already signed up for Teachable. There's no dispute about whether they want to get emails or hear from me. And of course, people can unsubscribe at any time. That's just one of the integrations that I have, but they have in fact, they also integrate with. We'll have to go to the page with the integrations. I don't want to speak out of turn. Oh, and I have to say, for years, I always talk about using another landing page builder. And I'm not going to say their names because they were fine. They were great, in fact. But because Aweber now has these landing pages, which you will get access to on the free plan, I was able to not renew my subscription because my subscription with the landing page service that I was using, which Aweber still does integrate with them, the one that I was using, my billing was every 2 years. But every 2 years, I was paying $1,000. Just hearing that just thinking about that made my stomach turn. And, because even though I am building the list and I do, you know, take in some income through affiliates and all that kind of stuff, but that kind of money of outlay, it just wasn't necessary. And Aweber proved that to me when they instituted their landing pages. So now I don't have to use that other service, although they were perfectly fine and I would still recommend them if someone asked me. But you don't need that anymore. As a matter of fact, yeah, I probably could stop recommending them because you can get landing pages for free with Aweber. You don't even have to give them your credit card. Did I say that earlier? Because I know sometimes people think, yeah, but they want to hold on to my credit card and nope. You don't even have to give them their credit card, your credit card number. You just give them your first name, your last name, and your email address. And I want to say hello to my buddy Studio Geek. As soon as I finish cleaning my glasses, I will pin your comment up there. Studio Geek, hello. Yeah, and if you have thought about building an email list before, and I know, like I said, I know there's other competitors out there that offer free, but I can tell you right off the bat, one thing that they don't have is the top-notch customer service that you will get from the folks at Aweber. 24/7 customer service. Okay? So, all right. So I think that's going to be one of the next things on the list here. So hang on. I don't know why my air is not cranking out hard enough for me because my glasses started fogging up. Lucky for me, I got another pair over here. If I have to, I'll use these. Ask us anything, anytime. Our award-winning customer solutions team, any question by phone, chat, and email, they're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help you succeed with email marketing. And you can migrate, if you're already using another email service provider, you can migrate over to Aweber for free. They will help you with that migration process. They'll help you import your lists. I mean, they basically, I guess you could say they remind you of me because they'll kind of like hold your hand at any step in the process. So in that sense, you know, and they'll do that virtually like I often do for you guys. And so, it says, why is Aweber adding a free plan? The world is different than it was just a few short months ago. The decision to add Aweber free comes as many small businesses continue to face challenges posed by COVID-19. Okay, so I'm working on an email list for when I go live. Yeah, because, like even with YouTube, When I go live, like someone was saying earlier, how you have all these subscribers and not that many people showing up because everybody doesn't get the notifications. They just don't. They just don't get the notifications. It's different. You get the notification, but you didn't open the email or you didn't, But there's different reasons why people don't get your notifications. Same thing with, you've built up a Facebook page, you've got all these likes and things on your Facebook page, but then when you go live, there's nobody there, Now, I could have sent out an email to my list. Duh, I wasn't thinking. I was just so excited. And what I will do is send an email to my list. Hey, if you're on my list and you're watching this now on the replay, thank you. I just got so excited and I said, you know what? And the timing was kind of right for me today. And I'm having a fairly good hair day. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go live now. And y'all know I do that all the time anyway. The reason, Studio Geek says, the reason is I can't stream right now on YouTube because there was music that I didn't know was copyrighted played. So right now I'm streaming on my website. And what tool are you using to stream on your website, Studio Geek? What tool are you using to stream on your website? That's interesting. Yeah, there's several reasons. See, this is another reason why you need to have direct connection with your audience, because these platforms, they can shut you down or they can restrict you from using certain features based on the rules and so forth that they have established. Okay. And this is why it's so important for you to own that relationship with your audience. Oh my gosh, my buddy Chris is here. Eileen, you're the absolute best. We're so glad to get to serve you at Aweber. This is what I'm talking about the stellar customer service. And Chris isn't even in customer service, but he is just amazing. Oh, Chris, thank you so very much. And you guys, some of you guys have heard me talk about Chris before, but and we've actually met in person as well. When I went up the last time I was up at the Aweber HQ before the COVID set in, and so but we'll meet again somewhere. I'm sure we will, and we're always chatting it up on Twitter and so forth. And I think you saw me over on LinkedIn as well, Chris, right? So guys, make sure you're following Chris. He's awesome. Okay, so Andrew says he's got to run. Okay, Andrew, thank you so very much for taking the time, spending some time here with us. I appreciate you. Oops, and Kayla B has subscribed. Thank you, Kayla. I'm working on those subscribers, trying to reach a new milestone here. But we're also building our email list, okay? So it's great to use YouTube. It's great to use Facebook and Twitch. Y'all know I love me some Twitch too, right? But at the same time, I'm always thinking about building that email list because you don't want to depend on their notification systems and those doggone algorithms, that AI, that artificial intelligence. We want real intelligence in our lives. We want people that say, yes, I want to hear from you. And then they actually open your emails when you send them to them. And Ross is agreeing with you, Studio Geek, saying the music copyright can be tricky. And here's my other buddy over here. Brandon said, my ears were burning. Yes, I said, shout out to Brandon Olson. He's also one of my Aweber buddies. I am so, so glad that you were able to come over, Brandon, and say hi and so forth. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see who else we got here. I want to take your questions if you have any questions. Oops, Radiance Yoga. Ooh, I feel like doing a down dog right now. I need to do some stretching for sure. Thank you for subscribing. Oh my gosh, that is so very, very cool. Hey, we want real intelligence. Spot on. Yes, we want real intelligence. The artificial intelligence, sometimes it's just so good. And then the day when it just messes up, it's just like messes up everything. Like even with I'll give you all a funny story. Even with Lexi, sometimes I have her all set up to play because me and Mr. Rodney, we like certain kind of music, and I have her all set up to play with my Spotify and all that. And then all of a sudden she just decides she wants to go to Amazon Music, and the tunes that I want are not on Amazon Music, and she's playing the wrong thing, and I keep saying, Lexi, stop. Lexi, stop. I had to say, I got to remember, you're not a person because I'm about to slap you. And I don't want to get violent with my devices. Like I said, I like to just tap them gently and lovingly. Remember, 2 taps. 1 tap to share this out, and 1 tap to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, 1 tap to subscribe. And that second tap would be to hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time I do one of my impromptu live streams. I think my glasses aren't fogged up right at the moment. Let's see. Who else we got here? We got oh, you just started Twitch from one of my tutorials. I love inspiring creators. Yay! That's Muhammad Abdullah Atif. Yes, thank you. And so Studio Geek says he's going to his computer. Okay, great. Is there a link to Aweber? Yes, the link is HT. Oh no, I'm not. I have to type HTTPS. You don't have to type all that, but it's Eileen.link/Aweber. And you'll see the free link up at the top of the page. In fact, I'll show you. I'll screen share that again. My glasses are off and on with the fogginess. I think that my air is just failing a little bit today. Not as cool as it normally would be. So let me go back to screen share. Hang on. One momento. And at the top of the page, actually, you can't see the top of the page with the way I have things screen share, but that's okay. I will, hang on. I have to unlock my scene here in Ecamm. Hang on, Snoopy. And you'll see it right up at the top of the screen. So hang on for 1 second, dear. And I have to unlock that. And then I can go back to the screen share. And I can take myself off of picture in picture. And I can pull it down. Yeah, user error. That was user error, y'all. That wasn't Ecamm. That was me. I forgot I had to take it off of. So you'll see that little green button. Get Aweber free. So go ahead, Alfredo. I am so glad you're here because I know that building an email list is something that you have wanted to do, and now you're able to do it for free with Aweber, my #1 email service provider of choice. And I just did a walkthrough for everyone of everything that you get, but I'll just do it really quickly because I really think this is important for Alfredo to make sure that he knows that you're free on the free plan. Now you're going to get 500 subscribers and 3,000 emails per month. That is a huge deal, y'all. That's huge. And like I said, there's a whole list of other things that you'll get. You get one list. You do get some stats as well. You'll just get to see basic stats like how many subscribers you have and so forth. And Studio Geek said just signed up. Yay! All right. And okay, here's something else I need to tell you guys. All right, let me come back on full screen here, just me. Ever since this, um, we've been on lockdown. I don't want to say those words because I don't want YouTube flagging me. Ever since we have been staying at home and working from home, Aweber jumped at the opportunity to serve their customers. And my friend Brandon, who was here earlier, I'm not sure if he's still here, started a series of answering Q&A every day. In the beginning, it was every day, daily Q&A. And what's really awesome about Aweber, especially right now, is that almost every week or every other week they're adding a new feature. So there was always Q&A for him. And then I think after about a month of doing it every day, then they just started doing it twice a week. All right. So today would have been one of those days, but instead they made this major announcement about having the free plan. Just wanted to share 1 year at Amazon Logistics. Oh, congratulations. Alfredo's been working for Amazon and he's going to sign up for Aweber tomorrow. Great, 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 great. So, and Studio Geek says, I got an email for my website. Can I use the email for the email list with Aweber? Yes. So if one person has signed up, yes. And contact Aweber customer service. Now I'll tell you pretty much how this customer service works. You can chat 24/7. And Sammy, since I know you're in the same time zone as we are, because Aweber is, Aweber is down the road from me. It's only like 20 minutes from my home. So that's why I've been to their headquarters so many times. And so they're in the same time zone as us. So during regular, normal business hours, you can call and talk to someone on the phone. During those kind of like off hours, all right? Wait, yeah. During and Ross said, "Congratulations to Alfredo." And you said, "Wait, that's cool." Yes, I've been to Aweber a few times. In fact, it all started with the meetups, doing meetups, and in fact, a little known secret. My daughter, Nicole Purvey, y'all know I can't go to a live stream without saying Nicole Purvey from Better Than Success. As a matter of fact, she's having Philly Real Estate Week starting tomorrow. So go to phillyrealestateweek.com if anybody's interested in real estate. But anyway, my daughter was the MC when they were doing live events. It was called Ascend. And that, in fact, Studio Geek, in that Facebook group that you're in, and you see me standing in front of that stage, that's me standing in front of the stage at the live event. And my daughter was the MC for one of the days of the event, the Ascend conference that they had a few years back. Yep. And I looked like, it's funny because I stood on the stage. At that time, I hadn't really done public speaking on a stage. But I was just standing there, and then my friend Nathan Latka, who a lot of people know from his books and his email marketing and so forth, he came and he said, "I'll take your picture." And he took my picture, and lo and behold, I wound up being on the stage at Social Media Marketing World months later. And so it was just it was a fun time. Yes, 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 yes. So anyway, and I'm just excited for you guys. I really am because there, like I said, there's other options out there, and you haven't heard me really talking that much about Aweber. But let me tell you, as Brandon has been bringing on different people from the team to talk about different aspects, like Chris Vasquez, who was here earlier as well, and to talk about different aspects of the tools that they're building out for us. And Brandon will tell you, I come to them a lot. I don't come every time because I'm actually working during that time, but sometimes I'll do it on my lunch hour. and when I do that, I always learn something. So I basically have been taking copious notes notes. Oh, don't forget to subscribe here. I've been taking copious notes on all the stuff that Brandon and the team over there have been presenting, so that now that the has come, I can teach you. Oh, speaking of subscribers, thank you, Bishal Leroy. Thank you for subscribing. Hey! Subscribing here on YouTube, but make sure you head over to ILEANESBUDDY.com so you can subscribe there as well. So let's see. Let's see if I can get this to work here. Hang on one little memento. I just want to be one new tab, not both. I picked the wrong one. That one. Okay, so that's what happens when I go to ILEANESmith.com. Okay, so I do have one of the sign up forms here on my sidebar. Now, guys, I just put in a new theme on my blog. But there, I wanted you to see the pop up. So I can time that pop up so that it doesn't come like hit somebody as soon as they land on the site. And, they've been on the site for a minute and they're thinking about, oh, yeah, I like this site, or this looks interesting. And then here it comes, the pop-up to ask them to sign up to the email list. So this is what you'll see. And you'll be able to download and print out the YouTube live checklist that I created back when I went live with Ecamm. Matter of fact, speaking of Ecamm, it's time for me to take a little Ecamm break. I mean, they had their leap into live. They invited me to speak. And I talked about having a checklist, the importance of having a checklist before you go live. And in fact, here's my little notes that I have for today, my little checklist. And as soon as I mentioned having a checklist, the people that attended my session, they all said, well, where's your checklist? I was like, oh, I didn't mean for y'all. Yeah, okay, I'll get y'all a checklist. Because remember, I have the brilliant Rosa helping me. And so I put together a checklist, and my coach helped me as well. And so this is what you would get if you come over and sign up for the email list, and you could download that right away. And that will help you stay organized, and so you could be a little bit more confident and, when you go live. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. Now, I know there was something else that I said I was going to share with you as well, but let me come back on screen before we figure out what that is, because I know I see some more comments here that I want to. The Ecamm Live mug. You love that. Yes, that's my Ecamm Live juice. I just signed up to the email list. Thank you, Studio Geek. Whoop, whoop. Oh, and thank you for putting the link in here, ILEANESmith.com. And you see it. So you saw the pop-up, right? Thanks for telling me this. I'm going to test it today. Okay, yeah. And get it all set up. So as I was saying, Brandon has been doing these talks. I want to say town halls, but I think I'm using Streamyard's terminology for town halls. But he's kind of been doing a walkthrough of the different features. And so I've been taking notes. And as a matter of fact, I think I have them here. I want to screen share with you. I'm not going to go through my notes, but I just want you to see that I will be all ready to walk you guys through what's going on with Aweber. And I have it open in two different places. Hang on, let me just close it out because it's giving me that message that it's open. And okay, wait, Daniel's here. Hey, Daniel. Oh, but wait, Ross says, so did I just sign up? I'm not sure, Ross, if you just signed up. Actually, I can't check right now. I will definitely check though. They called it office hours. Thank you. Daniel was there hanging with me a lot of times. And we were, going back and forth, asking a lot of questions. And because I tell you, there's so much to learn. Okay, now's the time for me to screen share those notes that I took. Yes, I did. I forgot the comma in the right place with that last sentence. Oh, okay. All right. So let me go to the screen share again. And so these were some of the notes that I took. Some of the stuff was stuff that I shared with Rosa, my VA. And some of this other stuff is stuff that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm definitely doing a series now because I know that I don't have to feel like I'm pushing something on you that everybody just wants to do it for free. Oh, I just wanted it free. Well, yeah, y'all got it for free now. Now what y'all got to say? There is no reason why you have to struggle with being challenged with all these algorithms. Okay? You just need to put together an offer. And Ross said, "Oh, okay. Yes, I forgot the comma. Oh, I tried to hit on Daniels. Yep, we've learned a lot of cool stuff on those calls. Yes. And let me go back to what you said they were called again because I forgot already. Office hours. Office hours. And maybe I can't remember that office hours because I think I don't know. It's just slipping my mind. But I'm gonna write it on my notes. And if you go to their YouTube channel, I'll tell you what they've done. They were multi streaming. They were in Zoom, so you could go into Zoom and ask your questions. They were also live on the Facebook group because once you become a customer, you can join the community group. And they were also live streaming on YouTube, and you could ask questions there as well. I think for me, face actually Zoom because they were actually streaming from Zoom. Zoom was probably the best place to get if you had a real honest to goodness question that you needed answered. But the Facebook group was also as good as well. And I think those were the places that they probably paid the most attention to. But of course, they always checked in. I gotta say, Brandon, he's A1. Boy, he may not have knew much about live streaming a few months ago, but he is a live streamer extraordinaire now. He knows how to work it all. Oh, be right back getting some water. Yeah. Get it in your Ecamm cup. So I've got a ton of things to share with you guys that I learned during those office hours. Yes, I said it right. Because, um, let's see, who do we have over here that we didn't give a shout out to? Of this one right here. Also want to give a shout out to Marvy Marv. Thanks for subscribing, Marvy Marv. I appreciate you. And I think all the other ones that I have in the queue are from Twitch. But what the heck? Let's throw a Twitch up there. Oh no, here's the one. I am on it. Official. I am not. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. You get perks here on YouTube when you get to a certain level, be a level of subscribers. So, Studio Geek is back, everyone. He's got his water, he's refreshed, he's ready to learn. So, let me just see if I can. Oh, remember I told you I got a new blog theme. I'm so glad I thought about that. If you're using a WordPress blog, and the reason why I had to get a new theme, I loved my theme that I was using, but I knew that that theme was old. It was so old that I couldn't update. When you have WordPress, you have to keep it updated. Okay. So It's been years since I updated the theme because I just loved it. I said I'm going to hang on to it till I can't hang on to it anymore. So I had to let it go. But Aweber gave me that code that you saw that pop up, right? So they gave me a code and I copied and pasted that from the old theme into the new theme. But what they also, yes, to keeping the WordPress updated. But what they also have is a plugin. They have a WordPress plugin that allows me to have those landing pages. Oh, yeah, we talked about landing pages, but I didn't show you any of mine. Those landing pages can be on your website. Oh, let's see if I can figure out what the link was to the one I made for this. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to be embarrassed because I can't remember what the name of the. Yeah, I've got to actually log into my blog to remember. So, and that's okay. I don't mind logging in because I'm talking about Aweber, so I want you to see this integration with the plugin. And I do believe that that's going to be included on the free because if you're going to have access to the sign up forms and you're going to have access to the landing pages, the plugin is free. So why would you not have access to that? So let's go in here and let's see if I can find where the Aweber plugin is before I take you guys over there. All right, I think I'm all set up. uh, okay, and then Roz says yes to keeping WP updated. Studio Geek said I did double taps. Yes, Studio Geek, thank you so very much. All right, so with those landing pages, you can set them up as pages on your WordPress. So hopefully I'm going to screen share the right thing. Yes, I did it. Yay. So here we are back in the back end of my WordPress for ILEANESBUDDY.com. And you see here that I have landing pages that are connected as actual pages on my website. So that's the one that's connected. But what I want to show you, that's the landing page that I created. And actually, Rosa helped me with it, and then I kind of tweaked it around. But I probably am going to also test this with another version of this landing page. But that's more of a pro feature. And here's the link. So, oh yeah, I didn't set up the link for that, but let's see. I have to be able to set those up. Here we go. Thank you so very much for the super chat, Michael Daniels. Oh, thank you so much. Hello, caught you live. Love supporting creators. I love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so kind of you. So, Michael, since I know you just got here, I just want to give you a quick update that my friends over at Aweber are now offering a free plan. So, if you're thinking about building an email list, you don't have to use any of those other options out there that are, I got to be honest, that are not as thorough in terms of especially support. Especially support, because I've heard some nightmares about the other popular free plan that's out there. And sometimes you can't get support. Sometimes the support is just not up to speed. But top notch customer support. And this is a free forever plan if you want it to be. You have 500 emails and you can send 3,000 messages per month on this free plan. So they did a big launch today over YouTube and LinkedIn Live. And I was just absolutely thrilled to hear it. Okay, so I there's something that I'm missing here. Okay, here's my other landing page. Oh, for those of you who are looking for images to use in all of your projects, your podcast or your if you want to use them for your thumbnails for YouTube, or you actually have a blog and you want some royalty free images, I put together a whole entire guide of places where you can get royalty free images. And so then you would just sign up. And I have a short link around here somewhere, but I'm not going to fiddle with trying to find it right now. I'm just going to give you the link, the longer link. And Aweber has made it so that we can shorten those links. I just haven't done it yet. Just been super duper busy. So, what if I get over 500 on my email list? Then it would be a decision you would make whether you want to upgrade or not. And you guys will know that there's a process that you go through when you have an email list. It's different from having subscribers like on YouTube or subscribers on Twitch. A process that you would kind of go through on your email list as time goes by. By the time you build up to 500 subscribers, okay, you'll see that some of those people are not going to be opening your emails. Email open rates come into play, but also there's other factors, as sometimes the Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail or something like that, it may wind up going into spam or whatever. So sometimes all of your emails don't get opened. All right. So what you can do after a while, and I did this, I had to purge. I purged like 700 or 800 people off my list. But in all honesty, in my case, it was totally because I wasn't communicating with people. So if you build an email list and you don't send the emails, people forget who you are, or they forget why they subscribed. A whole lot can happen in a year, as we all know what a difference a day makes, right? If you look back to the way things were a year ago today, right? Things are totally different. People had totally different interests. Now people are looking for ways to entertain their children and to homeschool them, and ways to stay fit and to stay sane, working from home and all that. So interests have changed. So this always happens. It just so happens that this year was a sort of an anomaly. But what happens is, if you have an email list of 500, you'll see that every 500 person that's on your list is not opening your emails. So you may have to trim back. But the thing is to monetize by affiliate marketing, selling your own products or services. Okay. And in the meanwhile, you still have your YouTube, you still have your podcast or whatever, or you've got Patreon and you've got people giving you money. Then that's when you go ahead and you upgrade to the pro plan with Aweber. It's only $20. And it's been $20 for a long time. It was $20 when I started with them. So I may not use the email list because it is the same link every live stream. Yeah, but you still got to notify people that you're going live. So, well, if you need more help with that after you get it all set up, we'll talk more, okay? Because I think you're in a unique situation. I did not know that you had a problem with your YouTube. Yeah, true. Yeah, I didn't know that you had a problem with your YouTube. And there is the issue definitely that you can run into when you're playing music on your live streams, or even if it's a pre-recorded video. This is the reason why it's so important for you to own that relationship, for you to own that contact, so that when you want to reach out to your audience, you can tell them. And so you're live streaming through a different service other than YouTube, but you're doing it on your website. So you want to be able to direct people there. And so that's why it's super duper important to have that email list. Okay. And with that, I still want you to subscribe here on YouTube. Don't get it twisted. Especially since I'm on my way to a new milestone here. And now you have more control and and that's the key. And like I said, there's not only the algorithms, but you've got these sites shutting down on you. You cannot depend on them to keep the ship afloat. We basically we depend on YouTube, we depend on Facebook, but not only look at the apps that got shut down. Look at Mixer. Look at all those people that were streaming over on Mixer. And I'm going to assume that a lot of them were streaming there because they didn't want to be on Twitch, or then they didn't want to be on Facebook. So Facebook gave them this way to import the things over. But those people don't want to be on Facebook. If that was the case, they probably would have been on Facebook streaming all along. Right? But also, they might get over to Facebook and find that someone else has that name that they were using over on Mixer. So now how are they going to tell everybody, and Studio Geek says, now I can play good music. I hear a lot of content creators want to play music that they don't have the copyright for, and they a lot of times they don't even realize. But so what happens when they migrate over to Facebook, or they migrate over, or they try to migrate their audience over to YouTube, but they can't claim that name because somebody else had the name. They're probably not even streaming anymore, or they don't even use their account, but they took that name. And so now, how's your audience going to find you? This is why you need an email list so you can tell them. And even with the websites, I got to be honest, your website can go down, which is the problem that I was having with that old blog theme that I was telling you about. I tried to upgrade something on the back end, and my website crashed. So luckily, I was able to roll it back. I was able to, roll back that update that I made. It's something called PHP. Techie stuff that I don't even understand, but it has something to do with the architecture, the structure behind the scenes of your website. And if you don't keep it updated, that's how hackers can easily get into your site, right? And so you have to keep all that stuff updated. Themes, you have to constantly stay on top of all that stuff. All right. Now, for me, I was lucky. I was able to contact my host. They rolled it back. But then when WordPress starts sending me notes like, you need to update your PHP, like, you playing with fire here. So then that meant I had to update my theme. But for that time there, the site was offline. Right? So it just so happens that I noticed it right away. Because, kind of, be honest with you, I had my fingers crossed. I was like, I hope it, because I knew I was using an outdated theme. I was already playing with fire there. But see, with my email list, I could still reach out to my email list and tell people if I needed to. I know a lot of you guys have probably followed Pat Flynn. And you may have heard about the story that he tells about how his website got hacked. His website was down. His site is super duper popular. This was years ago, though, about 5 years ago, and I remember when it happened. But he was able to communicate with his email list. Thank God at that point he was building an email list and let everybody know, yeah, my site is down. It should be back up. I believe he got hacked. It should be back up in a couple of days or whatever. But, that's why having that email list is that other way that you can have control over communicating with those that want to hear from you. They want to hear from you, and you just can't rely on these platforms to always send out your messages for you, And I do want to, one more time, big thank you to my buddy Michael Daniels. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, Michael. I I appreciate you. And so, with that, guys, you know, this is very appropriate because you guys know, or some of you know, that I always refer to my audience as beautiful people. Oh, I come on. Now, there's Lexi talking. Oh no, that was Mr. Rodney sending me an announcement. Isn't that cute? So the reason why I say that is because I know that whether you're a man or a woman or non-binary, that I know that, if you're here with me, you're watching this right now, that I know that Michael Daniels says, "Of course, you are so worth it. It's almost set up for my Aweber. Yes, great. And I know you have a message that you want to get out. And sometimes you may be a little shy, you may be intimidated, you just don't know what button to push. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you, guide you through the process." And Ross says, "Definitely worth it, Michael Daniels." Miss Eileen shares so much worthwhile info too. And you guys saw that I have a whole list of things that I can go through to help you, guide you through using this free plan on Aweber. I'm so glad that you're able to get that message out there that Aweber has made this free. I just honestly, I think it's so, so cool because you're getting top of the line. For small business owners, Aweber is top of the line. For content creators, people who want to build a relationship with their audience. And we talk about the numbers, we say 500 or 200 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers, but remember, or even 10,000, but remember, they're people. They're people, and these are people that want to hear from you. They want to know about that beautiful message that you have. And I want to help you so that you know how to get that message out there, how to be effective communicators, how to find and reach the audience that you deserve. And so, with that, that's why I always call you beautiful people. And so, imparting, first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you who came to the live stream, or even if you're watching in the replay, be sure to watch some of the other videos that you'll see that I'll put up on the screen. And if you want Aweber, go to eileen.link/Aweber and get started for free. And with that, imparting, as always, I say, stay beautiful.